Okay, so here's C and D, part 7, C and D. Those radicals are your struggle again, how to deal with all that extra. It's kind of a series of radicals. If you do them one at a time, I can take that first radical and make it to the 1/2 power. And take that second, I'm going to leave it as is on the inside here. Hang tight, let me get this for you. Just rewriting one of these radicals as 1/2 power. That's just the outside radical. We're just going to progressively do this for each of those radicals. So here's x, and we'll make this y, and then z to the 1/2, and then a 1/2 here, and then an outer 1/2. So instead of a series of radicals, I made it a series of 1/2 powers. So that's another way to rewrite that log in part C. This might actually be enough for you to finish this one if you're having issues before. But then I'm going to, one after another, I'm going to distribute those 1/2 powers and rewrite this whole log so that I can split it up a little bit better. So I'm not really doing log rules right now, I'm just doing exponent rules to clean this up. So that first time, if I distribute the first 1/2 power, then what I get is the whole thing, x, y, z to the 1/2, all to the 1/4, 1/2 times 1/2. And if I distribute the next one inside here, and here, and here, all parts of the product are going to get that. Oops, that was one too many. By the way, it's just those two that get the 1/2 power. And on that last one, failed to distribute the 1/2 power. Don't forget to do it to the x here as well. Everything in that parenthesis that's a part of a product gets the 1/2 power. So that first x is x to the 1/2. Now this is x, or yz to the 1/2 to the 1/4. So be careful with those. Now I'm going to distribute the 1/4 power inside here further, so it's log x to the 1/2. Now the y is to the 1/2, and now the z is 1/2 times 1/4, which is 1/8. Okay, that's all just exponent rules, being able to distribute those powers of 1/2. Simplifying this now with the log rules is a pretty quick one, because now we have a product, 3 things in a product. So we're just going to write the log of the first. Now I'm going to go ahead and pull that 1/2 power up front. So the x to the 1/2 is now 1/2 log x plus 1/2 log y plus 1/8 log z. And you're done. And that'll match the key that I posted for you guys. And then the last one, D, is pretty long. I'm going to do it in 2 parts, this screen and on the next. The biggest thing you'll notice is there's a quotient between here. So you want to make sure you just do a log of the numerator first, 7x to the 4th. Go ahead and change that radical to 1/2 power. That's just my numerator. And then minus, I'm going to go ahead and use 2 lines here, the log of the denominator, that whole piece down there, so that's e squared, x minus 5 squared. And I think that last one, I don't know if that's a cube root, I think it is, but it's 2 minus 6x to the 2nd to the 1/3. That's just step 1, is taking that quotient, making it one big, a subtraction of the numerator minus subtraction of the denominator. Now this piece, as I copy and paste it to the next screen, each of those has a product inside the log, which we're going to break up into a sum of some kind. So bear with me as I go to the new screen and I paste this for you. Okay, here it is, paste, move it into place. Okay, what I'll do with this is each of those, so the first log, I'm going to highlight it for you. I'm going to break this up into a product. So it's the log of 7, because that's the first number in the product, plus the log of x to the 4th, which I'll write as 4 ln of x. I'll bring the power out front, plus the natural log, but I'm going to put the 1/2 in front of x to the 4th minus 7. That's just the numerator part, the first piece. And then minus the whole denominator down here, I'm going to go ahead and break it up as the natural log of e to the 2nd, which is 2e, and then plus the x minus 5 squared. We're going to take the log of that too, but I'm going to put 2 ln of x minus 5. Okay, the second part of the product. And the third part is the 2 minus 6x squared to the 1/3, so that's plus 1/3 ln of 2 minus 6x squared. Done with that piece of it. The only thing left for us to do to finish this one off is to distribute that negative to each of these. So the last three terms are actually subtracted rather than added. And that's it. That'll match the key that we have. Good luck.